I'm Alex, and in this video I will tell you about energy of Mars, Uranus and Algol conjunction on 15th of July 2024. It's quite a conjunction, I can tell you. But I will tell you how to use it positively, how to even enjoy it maybe. When I'm looking back on my life and on this conjunction of Mars and Uranus, it actually brought me a lot of good. So it can be fine. And it can be quite hard at the same time. So first we will look at this energy and then I will tell you how it will affect you and your ascendant. If you will like this video, like, subscribe and look at my other social networks, like my Instagram and TikTok, and let me know what kind of videos about astrology you would like to see from me. So, Mars. Mars is a planet of action. It's a planet of our drive. It's a planet of sex. It's planet what wants to do something right now. But Mars is in Taurus. And Taurus doesn't want to do it now. They want to do it at the right time and sometimes in the future for sure. Like my Mars is in Taurus, so like I know. And the good thing is people with Mars in Taurus are very stubborn. And when they decide to do something, they will do it. Maybe in 10 years, but they will. Maybe they will decide to do something else and then they will do something else, but Mars in Taurus doesn't give up. And Uranus in Taurus, it's quite an energy. Because Uranus is a planet of quick change, of rebellion, of our authenticity and electricity. It's a planet very of sudden changes, and Uranus is in Taurus. And Taurus is a lovely sign, but it's very stable and it loves to be stable. So Uranus in Taurus brings changes into places where we don't want to change, where we want to be as we are. But with this transit of Uranus in a sign of Taurus last years, because it's slowly going into Gemini, we had to change into areas of our life where we don't want to change so much. And this conjunction will be maybe last of these big changes, or one of last ones. So look at the part of your birth chart where is Taurus and think about it a bit, what happened last years. When I'm thinking about my 5th house, it's a lot. I think Uranus entered Taurus in 2019, and since then I feel like everything changed. And Algol. Algol is a star, an Arabic star with great mythology, even like in other cultures, not only Arabic culture, but like we call it like these Arabic stars, and it's a star with quite bad reputation. It's a star, it's a demon star, you know, it's a head of Medusa. It's a star of beheading, and it doesn't bring much patience and sweet, lovely energy into this combination of Mars full of anger and action, and Uranus full of a change, a big change. And then there is like demon star. How to use this energy positively? First, be careful a bit, because I think there's no energy you can't use positively, but at the same time, this one can be very tricky. So if you're planning any trips, be careful. Be careful while driving, and overall, you know, like about your body and your actions, because it can bring arguments, it can bring accidents. It doesn't have to. It just you know, like higher percentage of possibility to bring something negative. And globally, it doesn't look really good. But that's also something we already know. Politics globally doesn't look good nowadays. So yeah, we are in front of abrupt changes. But personally, it can be positive. You know, like even globally, it can be positive in some areas. But sometimes we need to be prepared and aware of an energy to make it positive. That's the reason why I study astrology, to be prepared and to know what energy is coming into our lives and to use it positively. So, how to use it positively? What kind of change do you want? What kind of change do you need? Listen to next part of this video about areas of life in which you will experience this kind of change, and you can prepare for it more. But even like in other areas, you can bring this kind of energy into them. And with this much active energy of change and of even like rage, you can change your life for better. Uranus is a planet of freedom, and freedom is a nice thing. Authenticity is a nice thing. And a sign of Taurus is bringing us grounding. And it's not a first conjunction of Mars and Uranus in it. First was beginning of 2021 in January, and second was in August 2023. So think a bit about that time and what kind of energy and change began at the time in your life, and how is the change doing now? Because like when I am thinking about my fifth house, it was both times a big change in this area, And now I feel I need a new change to kind of like stabilize this change and these changes what happened, because sometimes we need to change something and then to change it again and to find out like what we really want. Hmm? So, and alcohol. Alcohol can be quite even dangerous, you know, like demon star and head of Medusa and beheading, such negative connotations. But head of Medusa was also used as protection after. And rage and anger in general can be a protection. So maybe you need to protect yourself a bit. Maybe you need to be angry. Maybe you need to change your life once again and to stabilize changes what happened even like since 2019, when, or like I think it was 2018, yes, 2018, when Uranus came into Mars, into Taurus. Yes. Yeah, because like I remember in 2018 my Mars was experiencing transit from Uranus, because my Mars is on very beginning of Taurus. Be careful of your electricity and of your electric devices, because at the time when Uranus was really like transiting my Mars, I kind of killed like 3 phones in 1 month. One of my phones drawn into in sun cream. I don't know how, in my bag suddenly, and another one was like destroyed by water. And I mean, like, usually I'm not this bad with electricity and with phones and stuff, so this can be quite even like destroying aspect for electric devices, because Uranus is about electricity, and Mars can be about accidents. So yeah, use this energy and be a bit careful if you're planning something what really needs stable, nice energy and no conflicts. Maybe change the timing if you can, and focus on your own uniqueness, focus on what you want to change in your life, and be nice to people around you. Don't fall into unnecessary arguments with them. Maybe be a bit empathetic towards their changes and towards what they need, because even when we crave our own uniqueness, we should also think about, you know, like people around us and their own authenticity and uniqueness and freedom and these things. And yeah, so let's dive into your rising signs, into your ascendants. If you can also listen to your sun sign, but it's mostly for ascendant. And you know, like subscribe and this kind of stuff, because Currently, it really helps me to know to continue because I decided to make these videos in English, and I'm still learning to listen myself to speak in English. So yeah, it will help. And by the way, usually I'm using Placidus house system when I'm reading charts, but these kind of general predictions are better done with whole sign houses system. So I feel this energy in my fifth house mainly, but my ascendant is not in Capricorn, it's in Sagittarius. So depends on what house system you are using. Maybe look into your chart if your Taurus is really in a house I'm talking about, and if you would like to look at it, write me and we can look at your chart together. I am also offering astrology readings. I'm planning to make some kind of announcement about offering it again. Probably I will post it into my Instagram and also TikTok and then here. So I'm planning it, but if you already want a reading from me, write me and we can plan it already, of course. So yeah, so have a beautiful day and week and try to use this energy positively and be prepared. It can be challenging, it can be tricky, and it can bring energy what is not only lovely and positive into your life. It can bring arguments and even misunderstandings. So yeah, have a beautiful week. Bye bye. If your ascendant is in Aries, you will feel this kind of energy in area of your life connected with money, earning money, finances, and your own self-worth and how much you value yourself in area connected with your values and what is valuable for you. If your ascendant is in Taurus, it's about you. It's about how you see yourself, how is your life changing, and it's about even like your appearance, how you want to look like, how you look like. It's a time to experience a change in your life. And I understand with ascendant in Taurus, you don't really like changes, but sometimes you need them, and I know you experienced quite a lot of them in last years, depending on where is your ascendant. But since the Uranus moved through your ascendant, you are experiencing change after change after change, and this is another one of them. And you can take action to your own hands and to change your life how you want to change it. If your ascendant is in Gemini, it's about 12th house. It's about kind of hidden parts of your life and about your secrets, about your subconsciousness. Think about your dreams a bit more. this time. Think about how you feel inside you, and it can bring changes into parts of your life you don't really want to talk about so much, or to parts of your life what are very, very private for you. But even this kind of changes are happening sometimes, and especially you with ascendant in Gemini should be very careful this time about all kind of drug usage, because it can be tricky. It can be more strong this time for your consciousness, and be careful about this kind of stuff, and yeah, take care. If your ascendant is in Cancer, it's about your 11th house and your friends, your social networks and networking. It's about internet. It's about people you are surrounding yourself with, and also it's about your plans for the future and about your future, how you see your future. And maybe it's going differently than you would want to. And this is a really nice time to bring a change to your life. If your ascendant is in Leo, it's about your 10th house and your career, your work, job, your public persona, and how you are seen and how you want to be seen. And this is a part of your life what can change and what you can change. If your ascendant is in Virgo, it's about your traveling, it's about foreign countries and people and studies and your spirituality, your religion. It can bring changes into how you see the world, into your life philosophy, and also into your traveling. Maybe be a bit more careful and take more time for your travels, because this kind of energy can be a bit unpredictable. So I'm not saying it's dangerous, it's a bit more tricky and more challenging. If your ascendant is in Libra, it's in your 8th house. It's an area of your life where it is some kind of crisis, transformation, where you are experiencing maybe difficulties or maybe very much of depth. And it's an area of life connected with transformation, death, how we are seeing these kind of topics and how we see life and reality and death, and it can bring a change into your opinions about this kind of deep topics. And also it's about money of other people, so taxes, debt, inheritance. It can also bring a big change into this kind of stuff. If your ascendant is in Scorpio, it's in your 7th house, what can be very positive and quite negative. It can bring an argument into your relationship. It can bring a sudden change into your relationship. If you are just now starting a new relationship, it can be quite unpredictable and can bring a lot of changes into your life. It will not be boring. It can also bring a change into the life of your partner. And if you are more into kind of less traditional kind of relationships, it's quite nice. It can bring kind of freeing feeling. You can do what you want in your relationships, and it doesn't matter how many people you are dating, and it can bring an energy of freedom, joy of being just your authentic yourself. But if your authentic yourself is very traditional and full of joy from monogamy, it's a bit tricky energy. Be careful. If your ascendant is in Sagittarius, it can bring a change into your daily life, into your daily routine, into your health. So be a bit careful about it, about how your body feels, and don't try to, overpower it with your mind, because in this material world you are living with your body. So be grateful you have it. And yeah, it can bring a change into your daily routine, into the way how you live your life. So take this energy and make a change, and be careful about yourself. If your ascendant is in Capricorn, it's about your fifth house and your creativity, your children, and your romantic life, your sexual life. It can bring a change in these parts of your life. It can bring freeing energy and give you an opportunity to be more authentic and to live your life how you want to. And also, it can bring a change into lives of your children and in your relationship with your children, or maybe if you want to have children and this question in your life. And if your ascendant is in Aquarius, it's about your fourth house and about your home, your house, how you live, where you live. It can bring moving, or it can bring some kind of change inside your home. Maybe you want to rearrange your place, and it can bring a change into how you feel about a place where you live. Or it can really bring a change into your house, your physical house, And if your ascendant is in Pisces, it's about your surroundings, it's about your neighborhood, your short journeys and travels, and about your siblings. So it can bring a change into the way how you live in your city, in your village. It can bring a change about how you are thinking also and communicating what you want to communicate. It can bring arguments. Be a bit careful about this because third house is about communication, and this kind of energy is very, it can be very angry. So maybe think first and then talk, but it can be nice energy to finally say what you want to say and to be authentic and free, and yeah, to finally have your space to do and say what you want.